Good morning and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today I'm going to be talking about How to Make a Fantasy Sandbox by Robert S. Conley, along with some of his other works as well. And this is going to be a preview, so I'm going to be going over the Kickstarter that I did back, and I'm still awaiting the other two books in the series. In hardcover. I had kind of ordered them late, so waiting to get those. I should be getting those within a week or two or so from through drive-through. Excuse me, but I wanted to. Once I have everything, then I'll actually do a review of them. But I also wanted to extend the invitation to Robert Conley. I actually spoke to him on Facebook, through a message a little bit, and invited him to come on the show and talk about talk about his products and everything. But that's probably at least 2 weeks down the road. I have my convention coming up this upcoming Thursday, so I'm going to be a little bit pressed for time between now and then. So I'd say at least 2 weeks before we get around to that. But I'm going to do a preview, so not quite a review just yet. And so here we go. Let's take a look at the Kickstarter that I backed. And it was obviously successfully fulfilled and already coming out into our hands. And so, great job with that, Robert, on a very successful Kickstarter. So let's go right to that without further ado. And so here we have it. So it was a Kickstarter. It was marked, so I received the first book on March 21st. And so that's when I marked it off, but it was probably available a little bit before that. And here we go. So the campaign was for a 3-book set, which was only $20. So you paid $20, and then it gave you the options of accepting it as a PDF plus if you chose a soft cover or hard cover. And I went with the hard covers and I'll show off the book, because they're digest size. They're nice small books, and so hardcover works well with those. As I said, very successful. The pledged amount was only $700 goal, and yet it hit 15,400, 914 backers. So really, really good. Really good success on this Kickstarter. So here you have the let's see the rewards, and I'll show you the one book that I have already. Actually, the rewards are not there in picture form, but anyway. So here is the first book, and let me make sure that you're looking at the same screen. So, a tabletop role-playing supplement compatible with the rules and additions based on the original 1974 role-playing game, How to Make a Fantasy Sandbox. All right, and this was copywritten in 2023, and here we go. And like I said, I'm not doing a full review on this. I'm going to wait until I actually have the book in hand. I really do like the art that's thrown in here. So here we have, and it is hyperlinked, right, which is something I really like. And it goes into really great detail on just the process of creating a sandbox experience. You can see the table of contents here, sketching out the world, the history of and the main campaign region of the world, a campaign map, creatures and humans, and the human landscape, placing locales and naming geography. All of these little hints and tips, and then there's obviously a lot of random generating charts and everything, which I'll go into in much more detail. Let's just let's look at this dwarven village here. Let's see what we have here. So we just have a very simple map of a dwarven village, and the village locales we have here, and you can see how very quickly and simply you can throw these things together. So designing the description of this small place here, we have a halfling village, and then its village locales that are thrown in there, and it's kept very, very simple, right? So maybe 1 to 5 locales that are designated for each place, a little description, and then we go here. So here is a human hamlet. Again, just 5 locales, and nice, nice map of it with a description of the place, and so on and so forth. So, so this is the first book. Now, what I wanted to, the reason why I got this, the reason why I backed this is, how to make a fantasy sandbox, is that as I am trying to expand my experience as a game master, I am trying to get into as many old methods as well as new methods that I possibly can, right? So doing the very, very traditional hex crawl, that is a sandbox kind of hex crawl, I want to get as much advice as I can before I delve into that. And so that was my main reason for backing this up. All right, now, so that's the first book in the series. I believe the second book in the series is The Isle of Pyade. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And this again is compatible with the original 1974 role-playing game. And this book here is The Isle of Pyade, is a setting I built to use as an example in my How to Make Fantasy Sandbox book and blog post series. In How to Make a Fantasy Sandbox, the details of the island are scattered among the different chapters. In this book, the details have been consolidated and edited to present the Isle of Pyade as a coherent whole, so you can easily use it as part of your campaign. So this is basically a campaign setting, and love the maps. Love the fact that they're hand drawn. Although this one isn't, but this one certainly is a hand drawn map. Very, very old school about it. I like the internal, art as well. Very simple, clean. This is hand drawn, so this is pretty incredible, and so on. And then finally the land. Let me just double check. Yes, I have to switch back and forth to make sure. So a setting supplement compatible with delving deeper. All right, so rules and all editions based on the original. And let's see what this book is. At the dawn of role-playing, the campaign and its setting were already established. One could say it preceded the RPG itself, as Dave Arneson adopted the ideas Major David Wesley's Braunstein game for its Blackmoor campaign. All right, so this is based on the Blackmoor campaign, and it's called Black Marsh for obvious reasons. But anyway, Black Marsh lies on the fringe of the civilized, located around a large bay on the western edge of the Grey Sea. So, so again, this is a setting book, and like I said, I haven't dug fully into it yet. I actually don't have the hardcover just yet, but there'll be 3 hardcover books. Let me switch views here so I can. So this is basically what we're looking at, and you can see there. It's very nicely bound, and you can see the, the layout of it is very nice as well. And it lays fairly flat, so that's going to be nice. And hopefully all 3 books are, exactly the same size, so it'll go nicely on the shelf. And then there is a 4th book that I want to get, and I'm going to bring up that view as well. So let me switch to here and then to here and double check. Yes. So I actually want to get the fantasy RPG basic rules that this will run in. I can get the PDF and hardcover, black and white. That is basically $22. So I will be picking this up at some point after my convention. So after the convention this week, I will financially recover a little bit, and then grab this. Not unless I see this at the convention I'm going to, but I doubt it. So I'm definitely going to pick up that. And then this also refers to an adventure, The Scourge of the Demon Wolf. Let's take a look at that. And it didn't take me to that. I don't know why. That's weird. It did not take me to The Scourge of the Demon Wolf. It's not available. All right, so that might have been available at one point. But you have your choice here, right? You can get it in soft cover for $16, hardcover, black and white book for $21. The PDF and the hardcover is combined, same price. So you might as well get the PDF along with it, which I certainly will do as well. So really anticipating this. Like I said, I should be getting the other 2 books in the series sometime within the next week or so. And then I'm going to order, right after my convention, I'm going to order the game system, for use with this here. And then I'll bring on Robert Conley to talk about, this project, that is now behind him, and what his future plans are as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it's just a preview. It's not a review. And once I have all of the materials here, then I will do a review of it. And, I'm looking forward to chatting with Robert and actually meeting him. He and I, we both go to ShireCon, which is in Connecticut, and that is in September. And he will be at this upcoming ShireCon, so maybe I'll get a chance to actually play in his game. But I certainly will have the opportunity this time to meet him in person. Last time I saw him, he was across the room, and he was running his table, and I was running my table. So I didn't want to interrupt or do anything like that. So plus I was very busy during that. I was running a lot of games in that convention, and I plan on doing the same again. But I'm going to try to get at least one gaming session in there where I'm just playing as a player, and then I'll probably just run 2 other game sessions myself. So, but anyway, as always, thanks for joining. I hope you like this video. Check out his stuff. Check out his stuff on the on drive-through. Everything's there. I'm pretty sure he just made an announcement that this is going to hit the regular market now. Now that the Kickstarter has been fulfilled, now he can open these up, and so you'll probably be able to order the rest of the books in this series. That will be included on drive-through, and then you'll be able to pick up those books as well. So, as always, thanks for joining, and have a great day.